Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heroes of a Broken Land tips and tricks in the beginning, as well as the beginning of a new Let's Play. First, I want to apologize for not making any recordings in the last 2 weeks. I was on vacation with my wife and my 10-month-old son. So without any further delay, let's start it. We're going to custom difficulty and to enormous size of the shard. We're going to impossible, of course. What else? And we all know the world as it was. Mages come, link with the world, become gods, blow it up. We are responsible and we're picking it together again. I always take this Lord, and there is the first thing I want to tell you that I found out by reading and by trying. You can have 4 heroes, but the point is, what is the real difference between the classes? A warrior, as well as a rogue, as well as a mage, can cast priest spells. As well as the mage can cast priest spells, as well as the rogue can cast priest spells and mage skills. Everyone can cast spells, and the power of the spell is only determined by your intelligence. So a warrior with intelligence, a fighter with intelligence 10, casts a healing spell as effectively as a priest with intelligence 10. The only difference is the priest has the spell in the beginning, and the warrior must buy it from the temple for 500 golds. And later on, the priest and the mage will get skills that makes their spells more powerful. But that is the only difference. As well, same with traps. All classes can disarm traps. The only difference is the rogue gets a 25% bonus to the disarming. But that's all. So I'm taking a complete fighter troop this time, because fighters can use all of the items, and fighters can change their class to gladiators, which has the best hit points and magic points gaining in my eyes. Sources, mages can become sources, priests become bishops, rogues become assassins, but I think the fighter can become the gladiator, and the gladiator has the best skills and the best bonus per level. And I think he's also the easiest to change class. So we're sticking with that. That's perfect. And the difference in magic points is not that much. So we take this one. That are horrible stats, so we will re-roll and re-roll and re-roll. And that is still terrible, but we'll take it, because I've only got 5 re-rolls left. That is horrible as well. We take that. In 4, you're kidding me. That is not spell power, this is disgusting. But we've only got 4 re-rolls and he has a high agility, so we'll take it. So this is our world. There are different ways to begin this. First of all, I always buy the 2 heroes. No matter what starting I do, I always buy the 2 heroes. Agility 28, strength 3. That will be a horrible fighter, but we'll take it. He has these bonuses, and tiny, that's the reason he has so terrible strength. But we'll take him, and I'll make him a fighter anyway. I will make him a fighter anyway, because if I make him anything else, he will have totally low health points. So he will become our fighter. And this one here will become a fighter too. We can deal with this hit point problem later on. And he will get more hit points when he levels up. So what can you do? You can buy an Adventurer's Guild in the beginning for 1000 gold and buy a book of gymnastics, +5 endurance and +5 strength for all of your heroes. That's not bad. That means 5 more attack and 10 more life points and 2.5 more defense. Is an idea. You can buy an arena for 2500 and send your troops into the arena for 500 golds per turn. They're not killed in the arena, and they can disarm the traps. As they go in one by one, each of them will get 100 experience at least for the first trap they disarm. There are 4 traps in total. I don't think that fighters can disarm all the traps, but let's assume he gets one of the traps disarmed. He will get 100 experience points and level up immediately. Why do not do that? Simply because you need the hit points and the magic points fill up from the leveling up. So I'm not doing that. You can buy an armor smith for 250, level it up to armor smith 2 for 750, which puts you the same point as the adventure skills, so 1000 points for the building, and then you can buy armor for all of your guys, and you should have about 70 armor for all of your guys. That's not a bad idea. So they are taking very little damage, but that's not my idea for the day. I will be going with the weaponsmith. Yes, sounds nuts, but let me show you something. We buy a weaponsmith. We trade the weaponsmith up to level 2. It's expensive, I know, but we'll do it. And then we go to equip and we buy everyone a poleaxe. Why a poleaxe? A poleaxe is a spear, and spears do not have the greatest bonus to attack. That's true. When you get the skill, I mean, not here. They have the biggest attack bonus as item, but not when you get the skill. And they have not a very high critical chance. In fact, they have the worst critical chance, even if you got them to skill level 5. 25% is the maximum. If you go for the sword, you will have 75% maximum. But the point is, when you do a critical with the poleaxe, you reduce the enemy's defense, and you will extra damage enormously. And that's the reason I'm taking a poleaxe for everyone. So everyone gets a poleaxe. You're saying this is nuts? Wait until you see it in action. It's an idea, and I just want you to consider this. I still have money left, right? And we have access we could sell. That puts us with 940 golds left. Now I buy a temple. And in the temple, I buy a heal. Then I go into the open world and look which of my heroes has the greatest number of magic points. Well, this one has, but I think she's the one with the terrible intelligence. No, actually she's not. Intelligence. So, you will become my healer. And guess what? She can heal. So now, they're all wearing heavy weapons, poleaxes, doing a lot of damage, and I still have a healer with me. And thanks to this little lady here, we should be able to disarm. What I'm talking. Well, that was bad luck. Be honest, the chances to disarm these traps were high. But now I show you what I mean. Free action. Okay, that is the usual bad representation, I guess. But we killed the mice without losing anything. Yes, I know, that was a terrible... oh crap. Well, I still hope I can show you the real deal with this. We have very low strength values, so... But we're doing more damage than we would usually do when we're using a mixed party. And we're not running out of mana that fast. Look at the average damage we do. Even if you get your armor class up and running to 70, you will still take a lot of damage at this level of difficulty. So I think that armor is not the answer. The answer is taking the enemy out as fast as possible. And I think that is only possible with a pure fighter army. And it is resourceful. And it is resource saving. Because we're using very, very little mana at the moment. Yeah, well. I think this lady here has an agility of... where is it? 28. So normally we should have no problems with traps on this level. Oh, I forgot to look. So that's a perfect example of how not to do it. You always should try to get your enemy from behind, like this one. We really must get our strength up. The best weapon is not useful if you have no strength to use it. Is this? No, we already pushed that. Damn it, I'm horrible, I know. A knife, totally useless. But we can sell it. Always look around the corners. So, surprise attack. Thanks to our extremely good agility, we're not hitting that often. Remind me to buy the books of gymnastics as soon as possible. We're always looking around the corners. Yay! Enemy flanked. 15 damage, 13 damage, 16 damage. That's how it is done. That's the reason I choose the poleaxe. Always look around the corner. Now we might have a little problem due to the bad. But tell you what, we will use our bash skill this time. So, because I think we'll get a level up soon, and then we will have our mana refilled as well. Holy crap. Would someone please take Mr. Batman down here? Thank you. Yay! And we want strength. Oh yes, we want. And we take a Spearmaster. 10% critical if you know for a mace. Critical 15 or a knife. Or a sword. But we take the spear. Trust me. Yeah, we have terrible strength ratings for our intellect 4. Ooh, we should definitely do something for the intellect. But no, we're fighters. Never forget what we're here for. The trick is to take the enemy down before they take you down. So, we have more life points now. And a club. Let's see what we can do again. Yeah, that's more like it. It's starting to work. 37 damage. Even if we had armor to the full, we still take about 7 or more. So I don't think that getting up your armor class is the right work. Oh, we found a book of curse. That sounds not bad. The only point is we might be more interested in selling the books than using the spell, because I don't think that curse is helping us so much. Thanks to being an all-warrior army, we have a lot of hit points with all of our troops, so we do not have the problem that our mage is always going down all the time. And we can fight and fight and fight without needing to restock at the base, and without wasting money on healing vials. The only problem is as soon as we get to ghosts or slimes, which have a very high resistance to physical damage, we will have part of a problem. But I hope that, for example, this Book of Spark will help a little bit in that regard. So, what else did I find out? I would advise to not build a watchtower, because that reduces enemy monster attacks. and spawning monsters, and they are a source that is to be used. And I would not advise to build a farm, because a farm takes a lot of money to be built, and it's only giving up very little. So it takes about 20 turns and more for the farm to refund itself. So I would go for the arena, of course, to train your warriors to gladiators and to train your troops in general. And I would advise to go for a mage guild, a temple, an armory, and a weaponsmith. Yeah, that's what I meant. High enough agility, and even warriors can do the trap thing without problems. The first thing really was a bad mishappening. Yellow boots. What exactly is a yellow boot? Defense! Yeah, whatever. I was hoping on something that gives you a stat bonus. That's always more welcome than anything else. But as with every game, we will live with what we have. So, monsters! Wonderful. Spear, wonderful. Totally like spears. And they will be extremely useful in the end game. Yay! We've cleared out the dungeon. That was much faster than I expected. Perhaps we're finding more treasure chests. Ooh, this could be... These shrines are difficult, because they can do extremely good and they can do extremely bad, but we try. Nothing happens. Well, better than happening something evil, if you ask me. So, I think we've done everything we can here. Yeah, I think that's it. So, we can always leave the area with this. And I think we're done. So, here we are. Who has the highest intelligence rating of all our troops? 13, 9, 10, 7, 4, 11. So I think you will be the one who learns the spark. And that brings us back to our thing here. We can sell the knife. Sell it. We can sell the club. The Book of Curse, decreasing their defenses. Not really what I need. We can sell the sandals. We could buy more heal, or we could buy an more offensive, something more offensive. For example, we could buy... Where is the Mage Guild? The Mage Guild? And we can buy attack spells now. See that? We can buy Spark, or we can buy Poison, Ice, Haste, whatever you like. And our guys will be able to cast that spell. What we will do now is we will remove the troops from the party. You might ask, why is he doing that? And then we're making new parties and put one warrior in each party, and then we'll use them to scout as fast as possible. Now we have 8 parties, or 6 parties, excuse me, and they can all run around and look for treasure. Like this one. We could even send one of them into the ocean, but we will not do that. We're the good guys. Okay. End of turn. New turn. And you see, we're finding gold. This way we can scout more area in a shorter time. The workers at this camp claim that monsters have prevented them from working. They will reward you if you can get rid of those beasts. And there is the beast lair. Deadly. Level 3. Okay, here's what we do. We will fast hatch it. Ooh, that's too dangerous for us. Jail impossible, too dangerous for us. Enchanted spiral, too dangerous for us. The people of this settlement are having problems with monsters. Will you assist them? Enemy Wheat Lake. Okay, so if we get them to help us, then we have a new city. So what we will do now is we will move back to home, and then we will go into the dungeon. We will take that with us. And as you can see, we have covered far more ground with our party than we could have done any other way. So everyone please back. Everyone please back to base. Yeah, that's a little bit difficult now, but it will clear up in a second. So, disbond, 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 disbond. So, and now we make a new party and ready to go. With 2,241 gold, we will be able to buy spells, for example, at the mage guilds. 4 times Ice Bolt, and we have an army that can take down ghosts and slimes as well. No problem. Well, see you next time then. Bye!